continues. Blitz 16 is back and week 3 is here. We have a ton of games from the Metro and beyond. If you want to see all the hits, touchdowns, scores, and the game of the week, you are in the right place. It's time for Blitz 16, presented by Blitz.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Blitz. I'm Sports Director Joe Cook.
Yeah, and I'm Nick Niehaus.
Yeah, and we have over a dozen games on slate for tonight's show. A lot to get to tonight.
Yeah, like every week, we start out with our game of the week. That was between two undefeated teams, Ridgeland and Pearl.
And that's where we sent our Troy Johnson. He saw the whole thing go down.
It's the Blitz 16 game of the week, the Pearl Pirates and the Ridgeland Titans. Both teams are 2-0 on the season. Both teams have a win at home and a win on the road. The Pearl Pirates, number 4 in the state. And a lot of that is because of the guy that you're going to see an awful lot of tonight, Kenyatta Harrell. Here we go. Pirates with the ball after back-to-back first down runs. Kenyatta Harrell finishes the job with a touchdown run. Pirates 7-0. The Titans quarterback, Zy McDonald, with the quarterback keeper, and the Titans level the score 7-7. Then a play-action pass that even faked out our cameraman, and you know what's next. Back to number 23 for the 5-yard touchdown run, 14-7 Pirates. Richland's Zy McDonald using his arm on this drive, targeting Richard Mays with a 13-yard TD pass. We're knotted up again. The Titans 14, Pirates 14. And Harrell turning this into a Pirate buffet. It's a 15-yard run, Pearl 21, Ridgeland 14. And it's right back to the Harrell show, running with speed and awareness. Say it with me, Kenyatta Harrell. 30 yards to the house, 27-21 Pirates. Defensive offside sets up the goal line TD by Kenyatta. Pirates 33, Titans 14. And how about this? On 3rd and 6, another touchdown run by 2-3. And Hashitashi to all my Martin fans. The Pirates showing no mercy. 41-14 at the half over Ridgeland. We're back from the break, and Pearl isn't doing all the work on the ground. They went to the air. Gunnar Dennis, nice pass to Trey Davis, the third for the 55-21 lead over the Titans. Then it's number 1, Jamari Thompson, powering in for another Pirate touchdown. It's all the way out of hand. 62-21, the final score, Pirates over the Titans.
That offensive line in front of him is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Kenyatta's great, but I could have probably rushed for 100 tonight. You know what I'm saying?
You were trying to make things happen tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, that's what it's all about. You know, just staying in bounds. That's what I try to do. And, you know, I'm trying to score every time I get the ball.
The ultimate Pirate, Jack Sparrow, said it best. Wherever we want to go, we go. Kenyatta Harrell helped make that happen with over 300 yards in total and 6 touchdowns in this game. Up next for Pearl, it's Madison Central. In Pearl, Troy Johnson, Blitz 16.
62-21, that was the score. That was my initial reaction. But yeah, that's the final score. Pearl wins our game of the week big time over Ridgeland. Pearl, no doubt, still in the top 5 after that big win.
Yeah, we saw a whole lot of Kenyatta, but I really want to see Coach Perry get on the field. He said he can rush for 100 yards. I think we want to see that happen. What a statement win. I mean, that was a big one. But the next big one tonight was between two of the top private schools in the state, Jackson Academy and Madison Ridgeland Academy. MRA, look at them. They are fired up about hosting JA. Phillips short of MRA. This kid, he does it all. You'll see both passing and running. Finds Tyler Starnes wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. 35-7 MRA at this point. And Short calls his own number. I said he does it both. For the score, PAT, no good, but it doesn't matter when you're winning 41-7. MRA, they ended up winning this one easily, 48-7. If you totaled up all of MRA's finals, they are outscoring opponents 187-23. Hold up, I think I have to say that again in case you missed it. MRA has outscored opponents 187-23. I wonder if they're mad about last year's loss in the state championship. I'm sorry for bringing that up. Dare I say revenge tour? Over to you, Joe.
We'll see. Well, sometimes when you get hit on the field, you got to take a deep breath and reassess yourself. You can say that was the case for the Brandon Bulldogs after that loss to Madison Central. Well, tonight at Clinton High School, the Arrows were looking to take down the Brandon Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs, they were in bounce-back mode on the road after that loss to MC. Will Rogers finds Logan Bluevid. Check out the nice juke. The beautiful juke there from Bluevid early on as he gets into the red zone. Then Azario Smith, he's going to finish off this drive, punching it in for 6. It's 10-0 Brandon. More from the Bulldogs. This time they go through the air. Will Rogers dropping back. He's going deep, going long, finds Ladarius Moore. He hauls it in for a 45-yard catch for a score as he hit pay dirt. Big play for the Dogs who increased their lead to 17-0. Ladarius showing us some love tonight. And Brandon trying to make a game of it late as Amari Roberts catches the pass and he breaks free for a 25-yard gain. But Brandon will get the win tonight, 27-14. They're now 2-1 on the year, and they get that bounce-back W.
Going back to Madison County, Canton traveling to Germantown. This one went to overtime. Germantown's first overtime ever at home. Both teams enter 2-0 on the young season. Canton, they start off with the ball here. Jacobian Morgan passes it to Tyrese Dunbar. They didn't score here. It looks like he's going to get a touchdown, but gets knocked down earlier, and then a field goal try. No good. Germantown, they have possession here. Colton Gardner, the quarterback. He finds his receiver, and the receiver fumbles. Canton, they recover. And Canton's Morgan, he can throw the ball pretty well. Finds Jawan Taylor up the middle. This one for a touchdown, 7-0 Canton. Germantown's Nick Barnes, he scores 2-yard out, and this one was tied 7-7. But like I said, it went to overtime, and Canton, with the upset, stays undefeated, 21-14.
And Warren Central's Jerry Evans, he's going to block the punt, and Warren Central takes possession here early on. Big play on special teams there. And Parker Kivett, he's going to hand it off to Jerry Stovall. And Stovall, he's going to run it in for a 10-yard touchdown, almost untouched there, going right up the gut. And later in the first, from the goal line, Kivett hands it off to Malik Sims for another Warren Central touchdown. They are scoring early and often. And then in the second quarter, Vicksburg, Shakari Regan hands it off to Seth Phillips. He breaks for a 15-plus yard first down run, and Regan finished off the drive by throwing a 10-yard pass to Kavion Smith. So a lot of scoring here. And near the end of the second, Warren Central responds. Antonio Thomas, he's going to get the carry, and he's going to run for a 30-yard touchdown, giving Warren Central 21 points. Final score, Vicksburg 7, Warren Central 42. I felt like I was saying Warren Central a lot.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're just getting started here on the Blitz. Hopefully, we have some closer games coming up.
All right, and coming up, we're going to take you to Madison Central and Northwest Rankin. We're going to take you to that big game after this break.
Watch Terry Bulldog on Blitz 16! Who has the phone? I'm wrong.
Hey, welcome back. We still have some big games for you in the rest of the Blitz.
Oh, yeah. Next on deck is Madison Central and Northwest Ranking. Student section ready to roll out their great kickoff return. The Cougars set up shop inside the 40-yard line. P.J. Lindsey takes the inside handoff. He will run this down to the red zone. The drive would stall, and the Cougars would attempt the field goal. It would be no good. So the Jaguars back on the attack. Javaris Jordan would take the handoff for a nice 7-yard gain. Duke Arnold would take the handoff to the right side for a 13-yard gain, setting up Jimmy the Jet Holiday to his magic man with this nice touch to Logan Reed after a nice return from the Cougars. And Jack Beasley would throw a pass to his open tight end, Caleb McCoy. Tied it up at 7 apiece right there. But the Jaguars, they would get the ball back, and Holiday would keep the ball but cough up the ball, and the Cougars would not capitalize, and the Jags would go on to win by a score of 24-7 and remain undefeated. And to give us more on this big game, Marcus Hunter is with us tonight. Marcus, what'd you see out there, man?
Yeah, you just saw Jimmy Holiday, Madison Central quarterback and TCU commit. Well, last week, Holiday had a monster game against Brandon, putting on a show, racking up 223 yards, rushing with 3 touchdowns onto the ground. He also threw a touchdown. That performance earned him Blitz 16 Player of the Week honors this morning. I was at Madison Central to present him with his award. Now, as for tonight, after having a Player of the Week worthy game last week at Northwest Rankin, Holiday was, they were keying in on Holiday, but check out what makes him so good. You see right here this play, he rolls out, and then we're going to pause it real quickly. Check him out, squaring up his shoulder. That's technique, folks, to get the ball where he needs it to be, and check out the accuracy right over the outstretched arms of the defender right there. Barely over his fingertips, and he drops it right in to his wide receiver right there, Logan Reed, for the touchdown. Check it out one more time. Mr. Holiday, this is a bad man, folks, and he is our Blitz 16 Player of the Week, and looking for big things from him for the remainder of the season. Joe, back to you.
Thanks for the insight, Marcus. I'm looking forward to seeing that a lot, during the Blitz 16 as we continue the football season. Gotta love that insight. But we're going to keep things rolling right along here on 16 WAPT.
Yeah, we got Pelahatchie taking on Scott Central after the break.
Well, next up, we take things out east.
Yeah, to Pelahatchie, that's where Scott Central, they're trying to take on the Indians. Palahatchie, they're down big already, the Chiefs are. They need to stop it. Ahmad Johnson comes through, hits him with the shoulder, and channels his inner Allen Iverson stepping over the man. That is just pure disrespect. Chief, they force a much-needed punt. Unfortunately for them, they are pinned within their 5, and they try to get the passing game started, but Javorius McBeath with the pick. And the Rebels, they're trying to look to put the Chiefs away. Towards the end of the half, Trayon Wash finds a seam in the defense, hits Zy Wash, same last name. I don't know if they're brothers or not, but he's streaking downfield, goes untouched for 6. Scott Central wins big, 35-7.
It's that time, it's that time! Yes, sir!
Deuce Marshall in a quarterback for the Bulldogs. First drive of the game, play action. Marshall has a ton of time to throw, finds Marco Baker the second for the wide open touchdown. Nobody gets him, and he does a little T-Wall. I didn't know kids still did that. But Florence with the ball, and the snap goes way over the quarterback's head. That's a fumble, but Perry looks like they get on it, but it's waved Florence's ball, but it doesn't matter here. Quarterback sneak. Marshall gets it to the outside, and he just runs a ton. It looks like he probably needs some water on the sideline there. Get him some water. Nah, he's good, actually. A lot of yards covered on that one. Next play, Anthony Gray gets the handoff around the end. Does not get touched. 19 yards to Pater for their second touchdown of the night. He gets hydrated. The Bulldogs, they dance their way to victory, 33-0.
All right, on to St. Joe in Richland. And hey, what a game this was. Some late game heroics here. The game pick up about midway through the 4th. St. Joe looking to get ahead. Joe Pearson's going to take the handoff, bounces off a couple of whoopee tacklers before finally going down inside the 5. His number's called again, but this time he hits pay dirt. Bruins up with 4 minutes left on the clock. The Rangers drive down the field, and quarterback Shane Wingate keeps himself. Richland rolls the dice for 2. They come up big, putting themselves up by 1 with only a minute left in the game. On 4th down with less than 30 seconds to go, the Bruins need something. Nothing open downfield. Brock Morris, he scrambles, trying to find anything, but the Rangers take him down to end this game. There's some defense there to end that one. And now we go to Jim Hill High School at home tonight at South Jackson Stadium. The Tigers of Jim Hill at 1-1 on the year, hosting the Lanier Bulldogs, who come in with the same record. So the winner gets above 500. Ladarius Mays-Peels, the senior, on 3rd and short. Mays-Peels just rips off a home run of a run. No one's stopping him as he gets into the end zone. The Bulldogs go up 16-6 to start the 3rd quarter. Check out the fan there, just dancing, having a good old time. And the good times will continue for the Bulldogs. A pass from the Tigers falls to the ground. The players thought it was incomplete, but Mike Brown didn't hear a whistle. He said, I'm going to scoop this up and score. The heady play gives Lanier a commanding 24-6 advantage. But here come the Tigers as Treviante Stapleton drops back. He goes long, and guess who's there? Covarius Davis. Gotta love that name. That's a 45-yard touchdown catch for the home team, but too little too late for the Tigers as Lanier goes on to win 32-18. And I'm learning these names. Murrah, right?
Murrah. Yeah, they take on Provine coming up after the break.
And we are back on Blitz 16. So Provine and Murrah locked horns tonight.
Yeah, let's see how this one played out.
All right.
Roll the highlights. Over at Hughes Field, Zach Ormond, he gets the start here. Calls his own number, doesn't find any receiver. We saw a receiver calling for the ball, but nah, he has his own plans. Takes it inside the Rams' 10-yard line, and Ormond keeps it again, and this time cutting the score 17-13 on the pursuing kickoff. It is only one reason why we'd show special teams. Deion Smith, the #1 wide receiver. It looks like he can take kick returns too. All the way for the Rams. Touchdown. They go up 20-6. That defense is the game, and the Rams showed why they're Rams tonight. Tough, not allowing any more points for the Murrah offense the rest of the game, going on to win the score 26-6. Now, I was personally out at Raymond tonight. They were facing off against the Amit County. The band is on the field. That's just because the first half's winding down. In the final seconds, Raymond trying to get down the field to get some points. They led 20-18 at this point. Quarterback Trent Singleton hits Larry Mosley on a screen. He's just weaving in and out of defenders, gets dragged down. Good field position for a field goal, but no good for the Rangers. As you can see, I was kind of ahead of that one. Oh, well. In the winding seconds, Amit County attempts a Hail Mary, but I'll wait for this one. No good. 20-18 going into the half. Amit County, they get the ball here in the second half, and on fourth down and short, they hand it off to the big boy, Shoshan Boss, who gets hit in the backfield, and you're about to see it from the ref. That's good for a first down. Keeps the drive alive, and then Amasia Thompson gets the end around and does not get touched. He finds the end zone to take the lead, and they win the game. Rangers fall 32-26.
A lot of points in that one. Not so much in this one between Mendenhall and Forest Hills. We pick things up in the fourth quarter. Christopher Hughes is going to throw a short pass to Jacarius Moore. Moore will pick up 30-plus yards for a first down for Forest Hill. He's not satisfied on the short pass. Say, hey, I'm going to give you some more. And Millian Kelly runs for a 15-yard first down. So this offense churning its way downfield. Kelly would then complete the drive with the TD, giving Forest Hill 19 points. Reggie McLaren tries to get Mendenhall up for the first down by getting a 10-yard first down on this play, shedding tacklers along the way. Keyshawn Collier, though, throwing an interception to Kingston Hicks, sealing Mendenhall's fate and giving Forest Hill the win. That's how you end a game on defense. Mendenhall 12, Forest Hill 19. All right, and we bring you the best games of the week of week 3 in the segment we call High Five.
Yeah, the best plays. It's our favorite segment coming up right after the break.
Howdy, partner. You're in another country. You're watching Blitz 16.
I know.
And we're back on Blitz 16. All right, we have the high five, the best 5 plays we saw this week.
Yeah, we start with a play from Scott Central.
Oh, there we go. Javarius McBeath. He's going to haul in an impressive INT, getting at the highest point for Scott Central. Wonderful interception for Javarius.
Off to Brandon. Will Rogers, he's playing for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State next year, and that's why he knows how to toss the pigskin. Ladarius Moore with the catch. He hauled it in for a 45-yard touchdown, giving us some love in the camera.
Hey, I shot that game. Hey, I was at this game too. And Darius Bennett of Callaway causes a strip fumble, and he caused a fumble, and Callaway gets the recovery. They remain undefeated thanks to the play from a Darius. Wonderful play. Just diving in, getting that ball out of there.
Off to Vicksburg, Warren Central, Antonio Thomas, and unlike Antonio Brown, his helmet and equipment seems to be working fine. This one for a 30-yard touchdown. He was juking out everybody right there. Yeah, praise God right there, man.
And coming in at number 1, Provine's Deion Smith, a kick return, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but for 6. No one's catching him. I'm not catching him, even if I stretch. Big touchdown there from Deion Smith, coming in number 1, or high five.
Yeah, I said it earlier. He's the number 1 wide receiver in his class. I mean, we can see why. That kid can run. He can also return kickoffs. That's pretty good for me.
Bright future ahead for that young man. And, big weekend, of course, for football around the state, Mississippi State and Southern. And then we also have another big game.
Yeah, we got 100. Well, we got Ole Miss and Arkansas SEC opener, but I like the Mississippi State game. 109 high school athletes from Mississippi going in that one.
All right, and that'll do it for Blitz 16. Thanks for joining us tonight. That's a wrap.